Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard. So, I just got finished working with the lead. This is maybe about 6 of those tire weights. Again, if you watched the video, originally I was going to try to dump them into a muffin mold and make muffin-sized molds out of them. The small little fire I was using, I had too many pieces of lead in there, and then I tried to burn or melt just one piece of lead. I couldn't keep the fire hot enough to meld it completely without it. It would melt, but the fire wasn't hot enough to keep it melted. It would kind of solidify. So I ended up taking what I did have, just dumping it into water, and it made these really cool jaggedy pieces like this. So we're gonna be at Camp Kilo Sierra. Today is Sunday, so next weekend we're gonna be there, and so I'm gonna melt some more and deal with it there. And I might need to use a smaller container. The container I was using may be a little too big, but I think if I get it into a bigger fire, it might work. I don't know. If I use a smaller container, it shouldn't take as much to heat up. But anyway, regardless of that, enough on the lead. We're done with the lead for today. I do have 2 projects that I want to work on. They both require cutting tools like a Dremel. I burnt my Dremel out. It no longer worked, so I didn't throw it away. I just can't do it, but it doesn't work. So I have changed to a Black & Decker drill, and I'm using Dremel cutter on it, just like that. Anyway, it's gonna work, and as I said before, it'll do the best that it'll do, and there's no other way and no other possibility it could do otherwise, so I don't need to worry about it. So the 2 projects I want to work on today, right now, is I have this little pot. Now, Michelle's been trying to get me to throw this pot away forever. As a matter of fact, it actually made it into the trash once. I dug it out, I couldn't do it. So anyway, I've been trying to think, what can I actually use this for? This is going to be a fire pit. I can put the charcoal straight on the bottom here, right? And I can use it as a fire pit. Also, if I wanted to, and I do, I am going to cut down here and then angle across and drill a hole so that I can use skewers to make a little top like so, but they'll be down into the pot so that it'll be more secure. And then I can set things on the pot up here, charcoal on the bottom or wood. It's a portable fire pit basically. But I'm going to adjust it so that I could just drill the holes, I guess, and then drill holes and then stick I could do that. It would save on a lot of cutting and time. But I thought that maybe I would want to take something and dangle it down, and then I would have to be able to slide it in there and rest it instead of poking it through a hole, because then anyway, I don't think I'm going to cut it. I think I'm just going to drill holes. I'm going to have to reevaluate my idea. Just going to drill holes so that it'll fit these 3 skewers about an inch or so down the pot. And then this will be a portable fire kit. That's going to happen today. Also, I have been talking about making the kids these slingshots forever. So today, all I got to do is cut this middle piece out, and I've got a slingshot. Alright, so we're going to do that right now. I have the cutting tool on it. We're going to go ahead and cut those pieces off of here, and once I do that, I may get to the pot, get some kind of drill and drill a hole, 3 holes in each side here so that I can put my skewers, and then I will have a portable fire pit that I can carry around with me wherever I go. So let's get these videos going. Alright, so here are the 3 Dollar Tree garden rake things. Let's just cut this center one out. Alright, so that didn't really work, but I did get out a grinder, and the grinder is doing pretty decent. So I'll be able to get it off. There we go. There. Now I can just smooth it down with the Dremel so that I don't have to worry about a sharp edge. So I'm going to do the other two that way, and I'll get right back with you. Alright, so I'm out here on my patio, and I'm working on this this project with the slingshots. I'm cutting that middle one out. My next door neighbor came over. He wants to say hi to everybody. So we're going to turn the camera around, let him say hi.
People. I'm saying hello to you guys. I hope you guys like and subscribe to Richard's channel.
Alright, so here are the 3-prong ones here, just like this. And all I'm doing is cutting that middle one out. And then I'll take it in the house and work a little bit on getting it less sharp and pokey. So. Alrighty, so I have these cut. I'm going to try to smooth them up a little bit. It doesn't have to be fantastic. Just want to make it enough. Anyway, pretty good. We got it done. Now, again, I do not have a lot of the, I don't have the proper bands to fit on here. So what I'm going to use are these bands that are used to, it's a hospital band used for putting on your arm when they draw blood and stuff. I got a couple of these laying around here with 2 rubber bands, as a matter of fact. So what we're going to do is we'll just grab this gray one here, and I will attach this band to these here simply by using the rubber band and tying it onto this here. Now, is it going to be extraordinarily expert? No, not hardly. Why would I do such a thing? Let me cut this. I know I've got a pair of scissors somewhere. There we go. I'm going to do this initially. Bingo. I'm going to use the rubber band that was actually attached to the band here. If I feel like I need something else, then I will go ahead and attempt to find that. Right now, I think that tying it to just this band here is going to be good enough to get the idea of it. Again, I will find another band somewhere else, and we'll just tie a couple knots in there just for GP. 1, and 2, bingo, just like that. Yes, this is not how it's going to work. completely. I will look around for some more rubber band to do that. So it's basically, there's one side right there. I'll get the other side. Just cut that band off real quick here, just like that. And then we will lay this band over there. We will wrap this one a couple times. Here we go. One more, if I can get a hold of it. Woohoo. Bingo bango. There we go. Just like that. And then let's tie this in a couple knots here. 1 and 2. Alright, so I will tie these better in a minute. But right now, basically what you have here are these two here, and then bingo, and you see, popped right off. So let me get that back on there real quick if I can. May not even be able to. No. Alright. So we're going to go find, let me hold this here real quick. But anyway, boom, boom. And then it pulls back. And we got a rubber band sling. So let's find some actual rubber bands or something like that. And then tie it off with that. Or maybe even something else. I'll find something to tie it with and I'll get right back with you. Alrighty. So I found the rubber bands I was looking for, miraculously. So we're gonna rubber band those up. I did find something else. I found these that I made out of a tires, the spokes on a bicycle. I'm gonna sharpen those up because I have my sharpening tool out. So we're gonna go ahead and maybe get that back in there. There we go. We'll get that back in there. And when I get time, I'll sharpen those up. But right now, let's get these on there decently tight. So I'm going to tie these up. It's going to be a little while, so you don't need to be watching me. Just going to be wrapping this rubber band around there. So I'll tie it in a little knot. Give it one more little tie. There we go. Bingo bango. And then we'll just tie this down like this, and I'll get back with you when I get that completely done. I got the rubber band on there, and I'm gonna go ahead and a little bit of a cut there. Good. Alright, so bingo bango. And I went ahead and used 2 rubber bands on each side, and then I super glued that so that it's on there nice and secure. And then at the other end here, I put on a little piece of leather, which I just got a scrap piece and went ahead and made the 3 that I'm gonna need, and went ahead and cut those out, and this one's on here. So here is the slingshot. Bingo bango. So I'll definitely give it a shot just to see if there's any chance this actually works. I don't know. Here on the other end as well, I've got 1 rubber band again wrapped and glued on. So I will test this out, but if nothing else, it's just something for the grandkids to play with. But hopefully it works. I mean, I really want it to work, but I haven't tested it out yet. Something I probably should do. Anyway, I got 2 more of these I have to make, and then they get put into the kids' kit, and 1 more item for their to get to Papaw kit. Technically it's Dad, but When it comes to kids, grandkids always on my mind first. Most important. Grandkids are more important to keep safe and healthy than the kids. The kids are old enough to take care of themselves if they have to. Grandkids aren't necessarily that way. Anyway, there is a madness to my order and to my way of thinking. Wife number 1, grandkids number 2, kids number 3, and there's no group 4. Just isn't. No group 4. So anyway, here we go. We got these slingshots done, so all we're gonna have to do now is test them. So this weekend, I will be with Shanae and her kids. Maybe we can play around with it then. And also Michael and Jaden, along with Jalinda and Beckett. And technically Linda will be there too. So Linda's the grandbaby number 7 who's not here yet. So anyway, there we go. Thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard.